Hi, we're at the DALO Industry Days 2025 in Copenhagen, Denmark, and I am very pleased today to meet again with Rear Admiral Kjeldsen, Admiral Danish Fleet, the Chief of the Royal Danish Navy. Admiral, good morning, great to see you again.
Great to see you again.
I wanted to meet again with you during DALO Industry Days to discuss a few topics directly relating to the Royal Danish Navy. During this event, in terms of naval topic, there were a lot of discussions regarding the future of the fleet plan, especially future frigates for the Royal Danish Navy. Can you share your expectations, your views regarding the future frigates for the Danish Navy?
Yes. You can say we don't have a final decision on frigates yet. It has been decided by the politicians that we're going to invest in frigates, starting with AAW frigates, and I, of course, look forward to that. I think AAW frigates are the backbone of the Danish Navy. They are the backbone now, and they will be the backbone in the future. As we have laid out the larger lines for the Danish Navy, we use smaller ships, lean manned ships for surveillance and presence, and then we have the frigates as the high-end military capability that we use where it's needed and when it's needed. So AAW frigates, we don't know any specifications yet, so we are looking very much forward to our final decision and then to the design and decision process after that.
As Admiral Danish Fleet, do you have any expectations on where those frigates would come from?
No, actually, that's not for me to decide. I'm quite open. But relating maintenance, I think it's very important that we're able to maintain them in Denmark. If we are not able to maintain them in Denmark, we cannot operate the way we do now. And I think in a military strategic perspective, it's worth considering having or being able to build frigates several places in Europe in times of conflict. I think that's important, both to protect our ability to build and also to be able to step up production if needed.
In addition to new ships, you're also, of course, modernizing your existing vessels and fleets. Recently, you acquired a replacement for the Harpoon anti-ship missiles. You're also in the process of fitting variable depth sonars for the Absalon class. How is this important?
That is very important. You can say that we're using Harpoon missiles right now on our frigates, and that is a good but very old missile. And it's been decided that we're going to replace it with NSM missiles, and I think that is a very capable surface missile. So we look forward to that. It has been decided that we're going to stand up a coastal battery as well, and we are looking into what missile to use for that. That could be the NSM as well, could be another missile as well. But basically we prefer to have as few types as possible. Regarding the towed array system, I think after I talked with you last time, it's been decided that we're going with the German Atlas system, and I think that is a very interesting, capable system. I think in perspective of cooperation, it's a good choice because we can do cooperation with Germany that is very close to us. At the same time, we can still do cooperation with our strategic partners, the UK, US, France, and the North Atlantic, regarding procedures and training and stuff like that. But the material, the equipment connection will be to Germany, and I think that's fine actually.
Regarding operational topics, a challenge that Baltic countries, Nordic countries, and Denmark is facing is the issue of the Russian shadow fleet. How are you addressing that issue?
Well, that is a huge and hot topic right now. We have stepped up our surveillance. We have stepped up our ability to analyze and disseminate information about the shadow fleet. We have stepped up cooperation with different governmental agencies in Denmark, because we have different agencies in Denmark involved in this, and we have stepped up cooperation with our Baltic partners as well. So I would say that the awareness and the sharing of information has been stepped up a lot since we talked last, and that is a huge focal point, and it continues to be a focal point. As you know, we used to say that the merchant vessels were white shipping. The white shipping is not as white as they used to be. So we are doing a lot to understand what is going on, and it's a very complicated area. We have a lot of ships coming through Danish waters, and a lot of those ships are under convenience flag. They're not necessarily flagged under Russia or some other nation. So it's really a complex and difficult area, and it takes a lot of resources to disseminate that, to understand what is going on, to give us a foundation to act.
The Nordstream sabotage happened 3 years ago, almost day for day.
Yes.
This happened in pretty much your backyard.
Yes.
Today in 2025, how has the Royal Danish Navy adapted, and how are you protecting Danish critical undersea infrastructure?
Yeah. We have enhanced cooperation between civilian actors running this critical infrastructure and the Danish Navy and the Ministry of Defense as well. So we are sharing information a lot more smooth than we used to do. We have had a lot of discussions about who's responsible of what, so I think we have a good idea of who's taking care of what right now. Regarding our ability to act, right now we're still using our MCM capability. We have got a few more systems, but we have had a decision on establishing a dedicated seabed warfare capability as well, and there we're looking into a dedicated ship and dedicated unmanned systems as well.
All right. Lastly, Admiral, the Royal Danish Navy started using sail drone USVs via a lease. What is the future of unmanned systems for the Royal Danish Navy?
Yes. It's difficult to describe what the end state is. Right now we're testing different systems. This gives us some experiences of what we can do with unmanned systems. We are looking into different areas, and we're in dialogue with the industry about what systems could be interesting solving these different tasks in different areas. So I think we will use a lot of unmanned systems in the future. I don't see what the end state is. Right now we are looking into integrated in the way the Navy works, and we still have some way to go, but I think we are starting up right now. We've established a drone test center in Sjælland as well in order to test systems and in order to give the Navy the necessary know-how on unmanned systems.
Admiral Kjeldsen, thank you so much for answering my questions.
Thank you very much.